Right, so we're running around in circles again. My name is Matt Lees. I'm joined by
John Blythe.
This is the second part of our demo playthrough of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. So if you haven't seen the first part,
do go and look at it now. There'll probably be a link on the screen.
Absolutely. And this is us checking out the first stealth section of the demo. We didn't really expect stealth to play a part in the game as much as it does.
Yeah, it's not obviously not as important as in Metal Gear Solid games, but it does help if you sort of go to areas like this. There are sort of some guys you can take out silently, and it just reduces the overall challenge of the level when they do become aware of you.
Yeah, you've still got the classic question mark, exclamation mark system. Obviously, there's less hiding in walls and tapping them in boxes and all that, but it does seem to make quite a big difference in getting the jump on some of these guys.
Yeah, they keep some of the things like the alert box comes up with the countdown timer 99.99, but it'll just stay on 99.99. Once you've alerted everyone, there's no going back to stealth.
Yeah, I mean, maybe later in the game it is kind of, there is more of a system with that, but for
maybe.
now,
We haven't seen anything of it here in the demo, though.
Absolutely. From what we've seen so far, it's basically just a case of you can get the jump on people, boomf, and that will give you a better chance of survival.
And it's amazing that he didn't notice you. Oh, there he is. He noticed you finally.
He's noticed me. He's gone, hang on a minute. That guy just totally eviscerated my friend.
He kebabbed my buddy.
But yeah, I mean, fighting the guys earlier, you saw I minced through them quite quickly with using kind of parry and then a quick kind of counter-strike. These guys are a bit trickier. When you've got rocket launchers being fired at you, it's not as simple. And
yeah, the rocket launchers do take away nearly all of your health in one blast, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I'm not sure what I can do to evade them at this point either. I mean, there's a possibility you can counter them, actually. I couldn't manage to do it, and I certainly couldn't manage to counter any of the assault rifle fire. See,
I think that's what happened with me the first time. I think this is just teaching you a little bit of stealth, this level, isn't it? Because you need to sort of, or just hiding behind a bus. It's a combination of stealth and hiding behind a bus.
The most important thing is hiding behind a bus.
Yeah, it's a new genre of game.
It is. I think you just got to be quite decisive. And actually, to be fair, one of the reasons I did die there is because I was not efficient enough at slicing the dude in half and pulling his spine out to top up my health. Yeah,
the spines, when you do rip them out with a well-timed slice and a tap of the B button, they do refill your health to 100%. So that's a useful tip.
Yeah, it's pretty essential, really. You kind of need to kind of chain it together.
And it does mean that these guys, the ones without the rocket launchers, are just pretty much health refill pods.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, it's tempting to flick the stick around all over the place, but really, I did quickly start to realise that it is just about getting that kind of efficiency of beating them up a bit and then just going for the very, very carefully slicing their vertebrae.
Like so, and there
getting
it goes
the
out.
Juicy bit out.
And crushing it in your fist and somehow absorbing it into your body.
It's technology.
Yes.
On technology. Oh, that was nice. See, that's the thing, is
it's a very satisfying system when you get that slice, isn't it?
Yeah, when the slice goes right and you chop a guy's legs off, or are you chopping maybe you're chopping the rest of his body off, really.
That's a lovely love lyric. When the slice goes right and you're chopping his legs off. That's a
sort of like,
beautiful song.
Is the glass half full or empty? It's sort of like, are you chopping his legs off, or are you chopping the rest of his body off his legs?
It's a puzzle. It's a philosophical puzzle.
You'll see here, obviously we are fighting the giant robot dudes that were in Metal Gear Solid 4 and getting stuck in the corner. The camera work can be a little bit tricky in these urban areas. Sometimes if you do get stuck against the wall, it's quite tricky. So
it's quite tight and you can't see the incoming attacks that you're supposed to be parrying.
And we assume that's why before enemies attack, you get this red kind of glow that has a kind of horizontal and vertical lines showing that someone's attacking. I'm assuming that's because the camera's quite tight, which means often the only way you can see that attacks are coming is from that.
Yeah, and I just loved you killing that. There was a certain level of overkill with that sort of Metal Gear Solid 4 guy there.
Well, I like to mix it up. Like that was much more clean, efficient. Get the line, find the slice, take time, nice. But sometimes
you just want to chop it up.
You just want to chop it up. Because it goes blue as well, the different areas. With the larger enemies, if it goes blue, it means they're ripe for slicing.
Yeah, and you'll end up getting...
Before that, you'll just do damage to them, and it's not fun.
And you'll end up getting guided around them, won't you? Because one leg will turn blue, you dice that, then the next leg.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see how that works in the late stages of the game, because I imagine if you're fighting really big areas,
really huge ones,
then you might have to soften up areas and then slice them up and then move on. So there's a lot of scope for kind of really kind of fun stages of battle there. I'm doing alright. Rank B, that's alright. Could be worse. I'll show you some of the equipment stuff actually now, because you've got the sub-equipment. So you've got the grenade, which is something I picked up. It's got an interesting blend, really. In fact, they have got that traditional third-person combat, but they've also got the kind of classic Metal Gear Solid inventory system.
And there's a rocket launcher there as well. That's useful. And here's thinning out the enemy ranks by doing a few stealth kills.
I do love the little flick of the sword he does afterwards.
Yeah, yes. Ugh, get your dirty blood off it.
I don't want this on my sword. And I'm going to try and initiate with a grenade. Oh,
go on, have a go. Oh, hello. Bad luck, mate.
That's incredibly bad luck.
Some physics wrecked your grenade.
I've still got a rocket launcher though. I must say at the moment I do struggle to switch between kind of the close-up combat and the weapons. The rocket launcher weapon. That may well be that I'm just rubbish though at this stage. And because these kicky dudes, they really do go for it with the whole kicking you in the face business.
And that's sort of the red glow of the leg warns you that it's about to come. Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah, countering stuff is it's not actually too hard in terms of timing, but it can be difficult just because of the close camera angle. It can be hard to tell where the attacks come from.
Well, you say countering, but it does seem to be more of a blocking system, really, isn't it?
That has to be said.
Because they do jump back straight away, and you can't really build it into a sort of at this stage anyway.
Yeah.
Because before we've powered anything up.
Absolutely, I think the two slight issues we have with the demo are the fact that the tutorial system is very basic. It doesn't really tell you about some of the depth in terms of having to do that and get the spines out to keep yourself alive. And also, we don't really have a big feel for the long-term scope of the combat system. I mean,
yes,
Platinum Games are really famous for that.
Absolutely, yeah. And it would be lovely if they had left one of the menus in where you could look to about the unlockable moves.
Absolutely, if you could just have a look. Because at the moment, we could do with seeing some more initiate moves. This is lovely, though. I love this. Yeah. This is one of the special moves you can unlock. And you can literally just dice them up into tiny, tiny bits in slow-mo. But yeah, it would be good to see a more...
You enjoyed doing that so much, you didn't even rip his spine out.
No, didn't need it. Already topped up, actually.
Fair play to you.
But this poor guy on his own, firing rockets at me, doesn't really stand a chance. Way, Bosh. Oh, beautiful.
There you go.
Delicious spines. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see... I'm really excited about seeing the full game because the kind of slow-mo slicing system works really well, but sometimes it's... If you're not quite close enough to do it, you kind of want to nudge forward. I'm really interested to see what the initiate system's like, if there's a way to kind of dash towards enemies more quickly. And
keep yourself in the thick of it, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Because it doesn't feel that's not happening in this demo.
No, yeah, because we've got the parry. The parry works really well.
Yeah.
But it kind of feels like you don't get rewarded for it. You kind of you deflect the attack, but then I want to be able to have my counter, and I'm assuming that's going to be an unlock that you can get quite early on.
Yeah, the only reward being, like you said, that you just don't get damage.
You just don't get damage.
Oh, Blade Wolf coming up.
Blade Wolf. Greetings, Cyborg.
Hello. Hello, Cyborg.
So this guy is a bit of a bugger, actually. We've played through this demo a couple of times each. Oh, good job you put that chin protector on. Otherwise you would have...
That's it. His mum made him put that on. She said, "You're not going out without your chin protector on, right?"
It's fair enough. I mean, anything can happen to your chin when you're out fighting Blade Wolves.
Yeah, it's true.
Is he actually called a Blade Wolf, or did we just make
I saw Blade Wolf written somewhere. I mean,
may or may not have been in this game.
It's better than Chainsaw Dog, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, no, Blade Wolf is better.
I wouldn't have just made up the phrase Blade Wolf, and it does sound like a Kojima-style thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sounds like a squad. So this is Robot Dog Dude, and he's got a chainsaw for a tail. He's a prototype.
I know how he feels.
He's not programmed to love.
But he is programmed with an awesome intellect.
Yes.
That he cannot... But he must obey orders, apparently.
Yeah.
Which gives us an insight into how one of these dogs might be his friend. Because if they disobey orders, they have their memories wiped. So I'm just basically echoing what's coming up on the screen. But you want to hear it from me, don't you? You don't want to hear the actual dialogue of a game that you want to play. You want to hear a man talking over it, annoyingly.
Well, when you play the demo, you can watch it yourself.
Yeah.
It's all good. You get a gist. It's all very colourful. Lots of cool kicks and stuff. But yeah, this dog kind of precursors what we imagine is going to be quite a big factor of the plot. Is the idea that obviously Raiden is 90% robot himself, and it's all about robots and AI and orders and freedom of will.
And freedom is an illusion. Freedom does not exist.
What is this? Does not compute. Robot Chainsaw Dog does not like it.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
Oi! Exterminate!
Right, now it's time for me to fight Cyberdog, Robot Dog, Prototype.
84i.
He's a bit of a git, this guy, actually. I struggle with him at first. It does kind of have the...
It's all about parrying, isn't it?
It is. This battle, I do kind of suspect, I do wonder if this is actually a kind of tutorial for parrying.
Because that parrying prompt doesn't leave throughout the fight, does it?
No, it doesn't. Because basically, if you don't know how to parry, and you don't parry quite efficiently, then you can't do this boss fight. It's not just a matter of kind of like, oh, it'll be easier. You will die. You will repeatedly die. Luckily, the timing window for parrying is not too hard to nail.
I'm just trying to figure out, is it flashing orange when you have to parry, or is it flashing orange when you are parrying?
No, it flashes orange before his attacks, just to give you a heads up that it's coming. And it's the blue kind of explosion that you kind of get, the electric kind of shockwave is me parrying. So I'm parrying pretty efficiently, to be honest.
If you do say so yourself.
You know, I've played through this demo. I've completed this boss about 2 or 3 times now. He's hitting me every now and then, but this difficulty is it really is an onslaught, this battle, and it's quite a hard learning curve. I mean, I'm actually pretty good at action games, so I think if you did come into this without a degree of experience, then on the normal difficulty, there is an easy difficulty. You would struggle. I mean, luckily you've got
this bit, yeah. After your first round, it comes with 3 rounds with fighting Blade Wolf guy, and then between them you get these guys as just to top up your health. And there's also in the crates around the level, there are also some paste gel, nano repair gel that automatically refills your health when you drop to 0, and that's useful.
Absolutely. Obviously, these spines are just useful.
Spines.
Spines, glory spines. Basically these cannon fodder dudes, you really realise after playing the game for about 10 minutes that these are basically walking health containers. Yeah,
you kill them, then when the red square appears, you land a slice through it, then pull their spine out.
I chopped them up quite excessively before that.
Yeah, it's just tenderising the body for the big spine.
A little bit of that skull off. And I'm not...
Oh, there you go. No, you don't need his spine.
I don't need it, I've got 100% anyway. But yeah, it's an interesting... This is a very classic boss fight. It's very classic in terms of the fact that he has about 3 different attacks. You do need to learn the
3 stages.
3 stages. You've got a gap in the middle to get health back from enemies. You've got boxes around the edge to get health. Again, though, I think it's an interesting thing in the fact that at the end of this boss battle, I am left feeling I want to see more of the moveset, because I do wonder if this is supposed to be a quite challenging boss fight, on account of the fact that then it's going to give you some moves which make this character really easy to beat, and then you can go and have the fun of going,
absolutely,
screw you, Metal Pooch.
Yeah, you were a bugger the first time I met you, but now I've got some moves, and it's relatively easy. Yeah, it's a classic thing, but it's the initiate is the difficulty. As you can see here, I'm blocking a lot, but every time I block, he's getting knocked back quite far. So you can't land a follow-up set of moves. And I mean, some of them, I did notice that coming in with an X, you do dash in a little bit sometimes. You do sometimes, but yeah. But it also, once you've done the parry, it sort of paralyses you for about a fraction of a second, doesn't it? It does, yeah. You get a kind of maybe a third of a second after you parry where you can't do anything. And I do suspect that there's going to be a counter upgrade for that. It kind of feels like an early character build. Not entirely satisfying at this moment. As a core sort of combat system, there's something not quite there, but obviously it's Platinum, so I'm reserving any lot of trust in Platinum until I've seen, the extent. I suppose the problem they've got is something like putting you in at the early bit of the game and giving you a taste of the story and starting you off early. Or if they put you in later, they could drown you in the game's systems and also spoilers. Actually, yeah, spoilers and the game system. To be fair, actually, as a simple combat system here, just with a light attack, heavy attack, and counter, and parry, it's quite hard. So I imagine if you did jump people in ahead with other moves, you expected them to just be able to use that moveset, I think you'd probably really struggle. Because I mean, playing through this demo, I've died quite a few times, and it's a challenging game, which obviously, for hardcore gamers, a lot of the guys who I think are going to really love this, that's a great thing. But we would like to see more. Especially, I feel like I need a Devil May Cry style kind of, stinger attack, something to just dash in and just get straight into the fight. I wonder how easy mode is, because we haven't played it on that yet. So we haven't, no. So yeah, I wonder if they go Bayonetta style with easy automatic and you can just finish it by sitting on the controller. But I do like the way that little boss battles like this end with the ability to really just go nuts. That really work out your frustration over the course of a boss battle. Screw you, dog. You're not my friend. It does look like in one of the trailers that one of the dogs will end up being your friend, but not this dog. I think this dog is not going to be anyone's friend. He's beyond friendship.
I taught him the true value of
Oh, he's
friendship.
giving you a phone call saying, why did you kill? I loved you, Raiden.
Why did you kill the dog? Well, and that's the end of the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance demo. If you do want to play it, then you have to pick up a copy of the Zone Leaders HD collection, and then you can play it. Otherwise, you can just keep watching this video and pretending like you're in an arcade. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much.